What's up, it's PK Kid 98 here, and today I'm explaining a few little changes. YouTube has been updating certain things. The subscribe boxes have changed, the creator studio's changed. There's been a lot of things going on, but mostly I want to explain a few things that have been going on in my life. I've recently come to terms with the fact that I am transgender. I want to be the opposite gender, hence why I have these. They're not very well painted, but it doesn't matter. Yes, that's actually my hand. It's not a trick. It's not an editing software thing. It's literally just my fingers. So yeah, YouTube has definitely been updating a lot of things. I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm transgender. There's definitely a few other things that will be happening. I think my other hand's a bit, yeah, it's a bit better. But this is something, I don't really have much to talk about. I don't really have anything to talk about. Just saying YouTube's been updating things. I'm coming to terms with the fact that I'm transgender. And I just want to say, I don't want people to be like, that saying that I'm weird or I'm lying or anything like that. I don't want any of that. I would prefer some support. This is literally just going to be a short video. So anyway, I've been your host, Pika Kid 98. It's been Pika Kid 98 chat. You've all been fantastic. So until the next video, I say bye bye.
Yo, what's up, it's Pika Kid 98 here, and today I should be talking about the whole transgender thing. So, a long time ago, I actually came out publicly as transgender, and which obviously, for anyone who doesn't know what transgender means, it means you're born a certain gender, but you personally think that you should be the opposite gender, or according to Tumblr, one of the many genders. But so obviously, so I came out as transgender. I came out saying that I wanted to be a girl or a woman, whatever. And obviously, ever since then, I had never actually gotten anywhere close. Now obviously, like I said, for the longest time I'd never got anywhere near being able to transition until not too long ago, where I actually contacted the gender clinic, the NHS basically, and I asked for an appointment about maybe 3 months ago, and usually they put you on the waiting list for a long time. So I actually finally got a checkup, and the date will be today from when you're seeing this, which will be on the 17th. So today for you is the 17th of October. And yeah, so I will try my very best to see if I can get some footage. I don't know when it'll go, because the chances are that if I make it wait, then chances are I'll need to really rush to push out some more videos. So there'll likely be a few videos after this that have nothing to do with the whole gender clinic thing. But obviously I will update you all on my blog. I will either make IRL vlogs or I'll just post my blog. And obviously, you know the URL already, it's linked in the description, it's always in the description. So you can go over to there. No, I'm not trying to just plug it, but if you really want to keep up to date, why am I flailing my arms around? So yeah, so there might be a few videos after this, maybe some gameplays, sketches, I don't know, just something to push out while I'm waiting, and then I will try my very best to try and get some clips. Obviously I won't just record people without their permission. Obviously I'll ask if I'm allowed to, for archival purposes. I'll probably say archival purposes, just to remind myself of this. But the chances are this might just be a checkup and not like actually putting me on the estrogen. So because apparently you need to wait for years for this sort of thing to happen, and I waited like 3 months, so it might literally just be a checkup to see, are you really transgender? Are you really wanting to transition? Are you really doing all this? Seriously, yes or no? I'll say yes. They'll do some checkups to make sure, and then likely just send me on my way with nothing else. That's likely what's going to happen. But the chances are, since I actually have been seen by them before in person, like back at Essex College, they actually did visit, and chances are they probably know already, because a lot of people are actually, like, I've explained to many other people and they've probably explained to them, so I don't know, maybe this is actually a thing that's going to happen now. But I'm kind of worried, because apparently there's side effects to using what's it called again? Okay, there's many different kinds of them. There's many different kinds of them. Activella, Angelic maybe. So these are brand names, but the generic name is just estradiol. So that's the word I'm trying to think of. Although the last two on this list are actually patches, the other two are pills. They're all estradiol, so apparently there are side effects. In fact, there's actually like a side effects area here. Apparently if you take too little, you start getting like tenderness in your breast and things like that. If you take too much, you start swelling. So it's like less serious side effects may include bloating. Less serious side effects. Bloating is less serious. Yeah, I would understand nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps. Yeah, I guess those are less serious, but I mean, it's not like they're gonna kill you or like, you know, do anything. But bloating, and then it's like breast pain, tenderness, or swelling. Freckles or darkened facial skin. Okay, okay, whatever. Loss of scalp hair. I don't think it means this. I think it means like the little follicles of hair on your scalp, which are like tiny, like in like your roots. Yeah, that's apparently less serious. What? Vaginal itching or discharge? Discharge is not changes in your menstrual periods, breaking through, bleeding. Those are less serious though. They're the fucking less serious ones. Are you fucking kidding me? Why? I don't know how well you can see that, but Jesus Christ. Those are not less serious. Those are very serious. Very, very serious, in fact. Very, very serious. Is estrogen replacement safe? So overall, estrogen-only hormone replacement therapy is very protective from breast cancer. It is safe, more safe than originally reported. So now it's saying, oh yeah, it's very safe, but there's minor side effects. Are there minor side effects though? It's very protective from breast cancer. It is safe, but it says from breast cancer, because apparently some sites say breast cancer. Oh, you could get breast cancer. It's like, it's, yeah. What foods are high in estrogen? Vegetables, yams, carrots, what? Chickpeas. Soy products. Well, yeah. Vegetables, yams, carrots, celery. Okay, this is just a complete fucking joke. What foods are high in estrogen? How about this large list of foods with actual estrogen in them? Yes, this large list of really real foods that really have estrogen in, and not a complete lie. Do you notice how I haven't edited anything in? Oh, maybe because food does not have estrogen in it. Yeah, this is clearly a fucking lie. So yeah, enough beating around the bush. Yes, I am transgender. Today I will hopefully be going to the gender clinic, and at some point I will do an update video on that. Now obviously I would do it on my second channel, but you know, since my IRL vlogs tend to not have that much editing in, barely anything, it's just a fucking watermark to say, yes, this is Jordan IRL, this is Jordan, this is not Pikakin in it, just to remind people, and that's it, no music, no nothing, it's just a watermark. But the fact I'm going to be like cutting together clips, so I'll probably make it like a Pikakin in it video. So that might go up, for all I know it could go up in about a week from now. 2 weeks, a week and a half, I don't know. But I do have a few other things planned in the future, so let's just see where they go. No, I don't really want to bog down this video with too many things. Oh, and a side note as well, just a little side note. Remember those videos where I would constantly get the Windows Defender pop up telling me that it was out of date? Yeah, I found a way to disable that so it shouldn't annoy me anymore with the constant it's out of date. just a random note in a video about, oh, I'm transgender, I'm getting stuff happening, Windows Defender, I stopped the notifications. So yeah, you might see a few videos after this, and then after a few videos you might notice some change. Although if you don't, I will actually, like the videos that I record after the whole hormone replacement thing, I'll probably do like a weekly update thing, where like, you know, like once every week, maybe like on the Monday. Or maybe not even that, maybe I'll just do like updates every now and then, and I'll probably do those on the IRL channel, so yeah. Anyway, I've been rambling on long enough. Yo, it was Pikakin in it here, and today I am actually doing another transgender update. So this is, I'm actually in public right now, so I can't really speak very loud, so I will have to boost this audio. Right now I'm actually at the NHS place for the whole like autism, gender dysphoria, all that. I actually had the appointment, and my suspicions were confirmed. It was in fact just for a checkup to make sure I'm actually being serious. I have to hurry up because something's come through. And so yeah, there will be another appointment in November. Obviously you're seeing this in November, so, but for me right now it's the 17th, like I said before, so. Yo, it's Pikakin in it here, and today I am back talking about the whole transgender update. Now obviously right now this will literally be 2 transgender updates right after each other, so I'll probably upload some other stuff before this. But yeah, not too long ago I actually, you've probably seen the video of the first appointment. So yeah, my skepticisms were completely verified that it was just like an update thing. Or like, are you sure about this? Like, are you really sure? We need to do this for legal reasons. And then they gave me another appointment, which is on the 28th, which they sent the letter not too long ago, so the next one is on the 20th of November. And of course I'll do a video on that too, don't worry, I'll do that too. Obviously I can't really record in the room because, you know, we're talking about personal things, so, you know, so gonna have to do that. So, you know, just a little update. So the next one is on the 28th of November this year. Now obviously I can't verify if this is also going to be just an update, if it's going to be like, are you sure? It's like, first one, are you sure? Next one, are you very, 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 very sure? And then the next one after that will probably be, are you extremely sure? Then there's the last one's like, a year from now. Okay then, all these times when you said you're sure, okay then, now we're gonna put you on the basics. Yeah, I get that it's for legal reasons, but Jesus Christ on a fucking bike. Insert Jesus Christ on a bike here. So anyway, yeah, I really don't know what else to make, so yeah. Yo, what's up, Peaky Kid 98 here, and today I shall be updating Transgender Update. That's right, my 4th Transgender Update. Now, because I told you the 28th before November, my dad actually recently called them, actually, I think it was like about a week ago or something, to reschedule because the time was 9 AM and we rescheduled, and then they said that on the 8th, which by the way for you has obviously passed, but for me right now it's the 3rd, just in case anyone tries to correct me saying, no, it's the 11th or whenever. No, because for me now it's the, whatever, everyone fucking knows every pre-record, whatever. So yeah, they said they're going to call me on the 8th, they're going to call me, and said that's going to be enough because they've already seen me once, and that's enough proof apparently. So in other words, the next appointment will be via phone call, so I don't know, maybe they're going to reschedule something on the 28th, they're going to call me. My assumption is going to be they're going to call me, they're going to say, are you certain about this? I'm going to say yes. They're going to say, okay, we'll reschedule 28th, blah 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 blah, whatever time, saying, oh, 28th at 1 PM like it was scheduled for, and that's going to be the final update, and then I'm going to have to go over it, and that's what I'm going to assume is going to happen. So obviously once that happens I will update you, and obviously after that I will keep using this sub-series to, you know, keep updating everyone. And obviously if I don't update on here, then the chances are I might update on my second channel or just on my blog, which by the way I actually found a way to add a Weebly favicon without having to pay. It's a little HTML code. Not unimportant, but yeah, I will update on my blog or my video section, which would be on my second channel, so either my blog or my second channel, either of which will be updates in some way. So obviously if there's any update that needs to be done immediately, and obviously if I record this now, then, you know, it's like, oh, it's already been done like a month ago, but I'm updating now, so I will update pretty much immediately on my blog or my second channel, because I use my second channel to be more real and legit, and, you know, just so I don't need to wait for the schedule, since I do have a schedule to keep, and I'm not just going to break that schedule to upload a video immediately just because of the special updates. Obviously that all goes on my second channel, which is why my second channel exists, as well as bloopers and outtakes and all that, but as well as that Jordan IRL related stuff, just instead of making another channel. So yeah, this is just a short little update just to say that, you know, apparently they're going to call me on the 8th at whatever time, I don't know, but they're going to call me, and I'm gonna hope that, you know, they're likely gonna call me up, they'll put me through an appointment, make sure I'm actually certain, and then they'll say like, oh, we'll put you through to, you know, the medications and all that. Also, now, note to self, don't cut this part out, because I've done this twice before, but I don't want to mention Steph in a bad way, but Steph has actually been really nice lately in the comments, even though she spammed about 8 comments, which I said, would you mind editing the comment that I replied to with all the other comments, just so it's not spammed with 8 comments of all the same person. But yeah, she's been really nice, giving me like, don't drink like orange juice or something, or apple juice, something like that. I think she just meant any juices in general. Don't do this, make sure to do this, all that. So I wanna thank Steph for that. It's actually been really nice that people are actually helping me through this, rather than just saying it's a bad idea, which is obviously the worst idea you can do. If someone believes that they are something that they are not, the best thing to do would be to help them through, instead of just blatantly telling them to stop. Yo, what's up, it's Peaky Kid 98 here, and today I should be explaining the whole transgender update thing.
Now, I want to start off by saying that this video was recorded on the 8th of the 11th, meaning that this information is a bit outdated because I tend to record these a long time in advance. So obviously the next transgender update or the previous ones were recorded before this date. So obviously keep in mind that some of the information is outdated because obviously the amount of the amount of videos that I make is sometimes pretty, so obviously if you want to keep up to date, if you want to keep as up to date as possible, then obviously, go to Now, I'm sick of shilling it, but if you are really interested in my whole transgender update thing, and you want this immediately, you want an immediate update, then obviously go, do that. Now, obviously, the update today is obviously the gender clinic called me today for another appointment, which was actually an appointment over the phone. And as the title of the video implies, I am now on the waiting list, which means that I'm going to have to wait for a long time before someone says, hey, let's have another appointment, and then they diagnose me. And yeah, that can take upwards of about 10 months, as obviously says in my blog, which, believe it or not, right now it actually doesn't exist. Let me I will be right back. I'm just gonna type up my blog. Okay, I just posted that. So obviously you can go to that. Obviously, once again, link in the description. It's always there. Just click the read more section. It's literally the last line, and you can see my personal blog. It's also on my channel. You can see the little Jordan IRL icon. So yeah, right now I am on the waiting list, and as I said, I may have to wait upwards of 10 months. Now, there is a potential that it could be more than that, but there also is a slight potential it might be less than that. But there also is a potential that they could diagnose me just saying that I'm just uncomfortable with my body. I really don't know how this works, but obviously a lot of people have been helpful. A lot of my friends actually have been helpful, although I do want to point out as well that I actually asked, since you may or may not have seen a comment from friend Steph, or Stefabulous, on YouTube, saying that one of the comments was, don't drink grapefruit juice. And I actually asked if that has anything to do with, like, don't drink grapefruit juice when you're on the hormones. And the person I was talking to literally just said that's nonsense. So I have a feeling that Steph might actually be allergic to grapefruit juice, because apparently that actually doesn't affect any hormone treatments. So, yeah, I know I won't cut this out this time yet. I really do want Steph to hear this. So yeah, apparently that's a lie or misinformation, because apparently that's not true. So obviously, I guess it's only I don't know. Maybe Steph's allergic, maybe Steph just has a bad reaction to it. I don't know, but apparently that's fine. So yeah, this is just a quick update. So yeah. Obviously I have my blog, like I said, you don't need to wait for these videos to come out. You can literally go to my blog, I will show it once more. You can go to my blog, the link is in the description, you can go right there, and you can get absolutely pretty much bang on immediate updates on my life. So obviously, I mean, I could post to social media, but I just can't be arsed. I have a blog for a reason, so if you want to go to the blog, then go to the blog. Ha ha ha.
Yo, what's up, Transgender here, and today I'm going to be giving you another update on the whole transgender thing. For the longest time I didn't give any updates because there was nothing to update, hence why this video and the last video from Transgender Update is so far apart. But obviously at one point I ended up getting a letter from the gender clinic. I think it said it was like the 3rd of March or something, and then before that date came they decided to call me up and say the person who was actually going to give me the appointment was sick. They rescheduled the appointment for a later date. So yeah, I'm pretty close to another appointment. I mean, for all I know, they could just immediately deny me. Hopefully it goes well, but obviously it's another appointment. I don't know what else they need to talk to me about that they haven't already spoken to me about. I don't know. I won't be making a video recording it, obviously. I won't be doing that, no. So don't expect any videos based around that particular appointment. I'll talk about the basics without giving any personal information, but obviously if it goes well it might just be another appointment again, might not even help me. Maybe they'll be like, oh yeah, you need to wait another year, because that's just how it works. So anyway, I'm not going to bog down this video. So anyway, yours with Cheeky Kid in it here, and today I'm going to be talking about you know what. You can see in the title, whatever. Now, I'm sorry if I sound tired. You know, this is about the whole gender clinic thing, and when I said that they cancelled it before, yeah, they cancelled it again because of the whole coronavirus thing, because of course. But yeah, just a quick little update. Yeah, they basically cancelled it again because, yeah, because if anyone there's infected, then it'll affect me, and god damn, this quarantine is a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. It's annoying. But yeah, I'm doing fine, I think. I mean, I have a sneeze and I have a cough, but I pretty much always have a sneeze, I pretty much always have a cough, so I don't know. I feel tired, but I pretty much always feel tired. I have an eye twitch for some reason, and I don't know, I think there's something wrong with my eye. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about, so today I'm going to be doing yet another transgender update. And yes, I know the last transgender update was almost 2 fucking years ago. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they said on the phone to me it was the 17th of March. I believe that's what they said. Now obviously, I was on the waiting list for quite a couple of years, but obviously when I first got the call, and in the last video where I explained that I cancelled the appointment, that was because it was in the middle of COVID, you know, because it was early April. So at this point they called me up again and said, hey, do you want the appointment? I said, yes, I want the appointment. They said that when it was ready they would email me all the details, like the location, the date, time, everything. Let's just hope that it doesn't get fucking cancelled again because of some bullshit reason. So that was just a quick little update to say, hey, I finally have an appointment again. After almost 2 years of fucking nothing. Yo, what's up, it's Pika Kid 98 here, and yes, I know the last fucking video was a vlog, and the last video before the previous video was also a vlog. I know. But today I'm going to be talking about an update to my official appointment. Now, I had the strongest feeling that this was just going to be another checkup or an assessment or whatever, something like that, whatever you want to call it. And it turns out that I was, for the most part, correct. Of course this makes sense because my last assessment was in fact over 2 years ago at this point, so of course they have to wonder, am I still interested? With what I was answering correctly, and honestly, I'm not sure what their opinion of me is. Apparently, the assessment isn't even over because I kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. As you know, I love to ramble because for some fucking reason, I can't stop rambling. So there needs to be a part 2 of the appointment. And of course, there also needs to be some blood tests to make sure I have no diabetes or anything like that. So of course, my last video where I said that this was my official appointment is technically false. Okay, so the first one is a new official appointment for the gender clinic. From what I remember, I think it was the 12th of May. Now I've been told that I need to have a blood test because I don't know why I need to have a blood test. Apparently I need to have a blood test. Of course I'm nervous because I fucking hate blood tests. Now I'm not even sure if this is going to be anything special. I'm thinking that they're just going to do the blood test and then boom, nothing else. Although they've told me that they need to put it into the vein, and I just think, oh god, am I gonna fucking die? I really don't know why they need to do a blood test. I really fucking don't know why they need to do a blood test. You can tell that I'm fidgety and nervous, because I fucking am fidgety and nervous. Because they just had to mention that I had to go in the vein. I really hope they don't pop a vein and I end up dead. Yo, what's up, Kiki here, and today I'm back talking about transgender updates. Today's topic is multiple appointments, no confirmation. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, for whatever reason, I have had multiple appointments, and I know the whole thing where it's like, are you sure? Or they have to really make sure that what you're doing is okay, or what you're doing is really for you. But at this point, I believe I've had about 3 appointments. I think it's either 3 or 4. I believe it's 3. Hell, it may even be 4. I don't even know. But at this point, I have not had any confirmation that what I'm doing is, you know, for me, or they haven't confirmed that I'm not just going absolutely fucking insane. Hospitals, doctors, whatever, they have to make really damn certain, because they always keep stating, once it happens, you can't go back. Yeah, I know. Now I can imagine in the past they've probably had a few people going in saying, yeah, I'm transgender, and then as soon as they have it, they have all the operations and everything, then they come back and say, actually I regret my decision and I want to go back. But at this point it's kind of getting annoying to constantly have appointments set up, going out my way to go to this place, and then all of a sudden having to come right back because they didn't give me any confirmation. In fact, they didn't even mention the blood test. It's like, did the blood test even mean anything? What the fuck was the point of the blood test? I have a strong feeling that had nothing to do with anything to do with the transgender stuff, which is why when I made that vlog, I didn't actually call it Transgender Update, because I knew for a fact that it had nothing to do with that. So yeah, basically this is just a quick update to say I've had multiple appointments at this point, and I'm pretty sure it's about 3, no, it might actually be 4 of them. It might actually genuinely be 4. Maybe even more. And again, they've still given me 0 confirmation. Fun! So anyway, I've been your host, PK Kinene. It's been PK Kinene Chat, and you've all been fantastic. So until the next video, I say bye-bye. Okay, so the first thing on the docket is my new appointment, or another appointment. I don't know what I'm going to call this, but it's another transgender update. So yeah, I have another appointment, but the thing is, I've had so many appointments. Like, if I made a video on every single appointment I had, this would probably be like part 15, but I didn't make a part on every single update because whatever. But I think we're close to the end. Of course, I don't know that for certain, because for all I know, maybe we're not close to the end. Maybe they're just going to say, oh yeah, we're going to just talk, and then give you nothing. And the date is set for the 30th of the 12th, 2022. And I want to just state that right now I am recording this on the 10th of the 12th, 2022. Of course, if this doesn't work out and it's literally just another talking thing, then yeah, I might do another video, or I might keep up the... I don't fucking know, but there's a high chance that it is just going to be talking and talking and talking, and then nowhere. It's going to go nowhere. Like, I've had so many appointments where they're like, oh, do you really understand, like, writing on a fucking whiteboard, do you understand this? It's like I'm back at fucking school. Jesus. If, in the smallest chance, it actually is, like, get me the thing that I'm actually after, then I will do a video straight up saying, yes, we are on the right track, because they mentioned this thing where it's like, technically I'm already transitioning. Like when I say transition, I'm usually meaning, oh, I'm actually going through the medical stuff. But they straight up said, no, because me simply wearing a skirt and tights, you know, this one, I'm technically already transitioning. So I'm gonna hope this is the final appointment. I don't know how this works. I've never actually been through this before because, you know, this shit started in 2017, I believe. I believe I came out in 2017 and it is close to 2023. And if you're watching this video in 2023, then happy 2023 because it's been fucking 5 to 6 years. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is Transgender Update 13. I believe it's 13. As the title implies, it's not looking good. So essentially the reason that it's not looking good is because they've essentially told me that they can't really verify if I actually have like gender dysphoria, and they went through a bunch of things like saying, for example, like when people call me he or refer to me as male pronouns. I still don't like when people call me by male pronouns, like when Richard every single time he refers to me as his brother or he, and I'm just like, yeah, so from now on I'm actually going to try and I'm going to ask people to refer to me as she and her by female pronouns. So essentially they can't verify if I actually have gender dysphoria or not, or if I could benefit from some medical care, or if I'm just transgender but I don't actually want to like have medical stuff. Although it's been quite confusing for them because, as a lot of you know, I have a strong lack of motivation. So when it comes to doing something, I think, should I do that? And then I end up not doing it. So at the moment, I really need like I need about at least 4 months maybe, and maybe I have to push it back every now and then. But I'm gonna try to see if I'm more feminine, like act more feminine than I already try to act. I mean, to be feminine, you don't need makeup and you don't need specific clothing, but the fact is that I've allowed people for so long to refer to me as male pronouns because I, quote unquote, wasn't technically transitioning, which isn't true at all. That's what's confused them. They've decided, that seems a bit weird. This may all end in a big explosion like the fucking Hindenburg. Yeah, that'll be a total of fucking, Jesus Christ, how long? 2016? 6 years down the drain? So, yo, what's up, PikaKid8 here, and today I'm going to be talking about Transgender Update 14, final, appointment delayed. Now I know I've never actually put Transgender Update in the actual video, just in the title, but whatever. So I suppose I should explain. Basically, I had an appointment set with the gender clinic, which is maybe the final one, and it was set for the 6th. Now, the reason that it was delayed, I delayed it, I want to say that I delayed it. Basically, what's happening is that I'm trying to get more feminine clothing, but obviously, as anyone may know, with being transgender, especially male to female, you tend to not be able to find female clothing that fits. I just realized, yeah, going in again, just like this, like just because I have a new pair of socks, the nice stripy ones that I like, just because I have them, doesn't mean to say that's enough to actually convince anyone that I'm actually like transgender or actually have gender dysphoria or all that shit. So like going in with the exact same skirt on and the exact same like type of shirt, basically like going in exactly the same except for like a slight difference, well, it's not very convincing. So we've had to postpone it another month, and if we have to postpone it again, hopefully the gender clinic won't decide, oh, you're postponing this too much, maybe you're not serious. It's like all that fucking bullshit. And yes, I'm angry. Basically, they've given me the most unrealistic expectations to essentially say, hey, you need to do this, 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 and this. But then it's like, do you know how difficult that is? Do you honestly think the reason that I kept going in wearing like normal clothing, quote unquote, like normal clothing, like male clothing, do you really think the reason I did that was because I wanted to, or that I wasn't serious? No. It's like, the person I'm talking to obviously is not transgender. And the problem is that she doesn't understand what it's like to be transgender, especially not male to female, because again, barely fucking anything fits. So there's a chance that I may need to get specialist clothing in, not just buying clothes. And yeah, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say da 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 da. Yeah, I know, specialist, hilarious. So I'm obviously gonna have to get someone to actually make me some clothing that's actually of my size, not too small, some feminine clothing. Because if not, then I'm gonna have to basically realize that the gender clinic are not going to accept me. no matter what. To be perfectly honest, I'm so pessimistic at this point after the previous appointment, which was like at this point like 4 months ago, that I bet any money that if I go in there looking as feminine as possible, they're probably still gonna say,
well, actually, you might just be a cross-dresser. I don't think you actually have gender dysphoria.
it's like they wasted so fucking much of my life. About 7 years, or I think it was, 2016. And I really don't want to have to go through the whole, they wasted 7 years of my life for a, you don't have gender dysphoria. But yeah, so it had to be delayed. You was Speaking Canadian here, and today I'll be talking about Transgender Update 15, final, question mark, appointment delayed. Again. Now I already spoke about this last month, but essentially what happened is that it's been delayed again, as the title says, obviously. Now what's happening is that now it's not going to be on a specific date, because before I was actually booking it for a specific date, but it was always a month from now. Oh, we'll book it for the next month. So basically what I've done now is that I'm on the waiting list until everything is sorted out. So in other words, there's no specific deadline, it's just as soon as I want it. So in other words, I call them up, I book an appointment, book a date, all of that. So in other words, there's no need to rush. So I am still on the waiting list, but now I no longer need to worry about the looming deadline. But now I have to actually book the appointment myself instead of having it delayed by about a month. Because a month, you might think that's easy, but when it comes to finding clothing that fits, I said this in the previous video as well, but when it comes to fitting clothing, that is so difficult, because apparently the way it works is that even though you measure yourself with a specific size, it's going off of the female sizes. Like for me, what could be an extra large for a woman, for me, might be a medium, which makes zero sense whatsoever. It should be the same fittings for everyone. I guess that's the way the world works. So yeah, the appointment has been delayed pretty much indefinitely until I specifically say that it shouldn't be delayed anymore, and then to set an appointment. So there's a chance that you may not see another transgender update for about a year. It's insane to think that I started this sub-series in 2016 and it's 2023 right now and it's still going on. Jesus Christ! So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, just a very quick update.